What's your umbrella? Hi, I'm Darren Wright from 12 Church, which exists to encourage and rally and equip people to live all in on mission for Jesus. What am I asking when I ask the question, what is your umbrella? I'm asking, what's the overarching principle of your life? What's the key factor by which you make your decisions? What is the one category that covers all the other categories of your life and really explains everything about you? A common umbrella is comfort, really comfort and security. And if you take comfort and security, maybe add pleasure as one of those things, very quickly you tend towards something called hedonism, which is really the umbrella of a lot of our culture. It's about comfort and security and pleasure. Some people have hobbies that become so dominant in their lives that they really become the umbrella of their lives. Everything else they do is to support that holiday. They work so they can travel. They do whatever they can and rearrange their schedule so they can play that video game or engage in that sport. For some, the umbrella is a business, whether a specific business for which they have a passion or just the outcome of a business making a profit, regardless of what the business is. So what is your umbrella? What's the overarching category of your life? Sometimes there are things under our umbrella, something under our umbrella that maybe should be the umbrella itself. But because it's under the umbrella, it's relegated to a small corner of our life, a small compartment. Where should mission fit in the lives of a follower of Jesus Christ? I'm tempted to say it should be the umbrella, but actually I think it should be under the umbrella. But that's assuming that you've got the right umbrella. If I'm a Christian and my umbrella is actually comfort and security, maybe pleasure, and mission is under that umbrella, very little mission is going to happen. Because in most cases, it will be more comfortable and more secure not to join Jesus on mission. In one sense, we could say, that mission is the umbrella under which the rest of our life should fit, that we work so we can engage in mission and we capture our hobbies and harness them for mission, and we go to church to be encouraged and equipped on mission. We could say that all we do is under the umbrella of mission, and that is our reason why. And I think that would, in fact, be a step in the right direction. If you're going to have an umbrella, you could do worse than having mission as your umbrella. But what's the reason for the mission? While I was preparing this, I thought of an old Stephen Curtis Chapman song, For the Sake of the Call, that has these lines, talking about the original disciples. Nobody stood and applauded them, so they knew from the start this road would not lead to fame. All they really knew for sure was Jesus had called to them. He said, "Come, follow me," and they came. With reckless abandon, they came. Mission is a pretty big umbrella. Most of our lives, almost everything about us, should fit under that umbrella. But the why for the mission is the person of Jesus Christ. The fact that he loved us and gave himself for us. The fact that God so loved the world. The fact that very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person, though for a good person someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Following Jesus is a lot about mission, but it's not just about mission. It's also about relationship with him. Relationship with our Creator. It's about an opportunity to live out the greatest commandment ever commanded under heaven and earth, to love the Lord our God with all our heart and soul and strength and mind. It's about knowing God and worshiping him and obeying him, which of course includes and leads us to mission. We love the God who loves people. And so part of our why, part of our life is going to be about bringing his love to people. So maybe one way to think about it is that there is this really big umbrella called loving God and living in a right relationship with our Creator. And under that big umbrella are a few other little but very important umbrellas like loving people and personal holiness and mission. And I didn't really know it was going to go this way, but it starts to describe really the DNA of a Christ follower: loving God and loving people, being holy and truth-based and persevering and evangelistic and God-dependent and focused on eternity. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm landing at the moment as I think about this idea of the big umbrella and the different compartments of our lives and how we prioritize and give ourselves to these different things. I think there is one, or should be just one big compartment, one big umbrella called loving God. And underneath that umbrella should fit everything else about us, including mission. And if something doesn't fit under the umbrella, under the canopy of loving God, then it doesn't fit in our lives. It needs to be pushed out from under the umbrella. So here's a thought or a question for the day. What's your umbrella? Not in theory, but actually. What idea, priority, passion, or principle explains everything else about you?